Hello, my name is Dr. Zagros. I am a full professor of economics at Winston-Salem State University. I have a doctorate in political economy and public policy. I've written 3 textbooks, as well as over 50 academic articles and book chapters. In addition to all of these things, I served formerly as the chief economist of the city and county of San Francisco, and I served as the head of the Research Reports Unit for the Division of Labor Statistics and Research for the California Department of Industrial Relations. As such, I have a strong background in regional economics as well as in labor economics. Among my contributions to this field have also been various changes in public policy, including one of my papers was used in support of the repeal of the Glass-Steagall Act, and thus ushered in the Financial Services Modernization Act of 1999. And I also was involved in the development of a $1 billion transportation project on the I-74 corridor here in the Winston-Salem area. One of my key concerns throughout my academic life has been, how do we expand access to people? How do we make it so that people are able to improve their lot in life? And as such, I've been serving as senior regional economist for the Center for the Study of Economic Mobility. And one of the things that I've found throughout all my research is that education tends to be the driving force behind economic opportunity for everyone. Unfortunately, this economic opportunity is not equally available to all. And a lot of people need to go out and acquire skills which are not recognizable based upon our current system. And so one of the papers that I worked on, for example, dealt with apprenticeship training. And so I was looking at the fact that we have not systematically valued apprenticeships in the United States as much as other countries have. And so as a result, a lot of informal education occurs in the United States that cannot be captured either by an apprenticeship program or by formal education through the colleges and universities that we may have in place in the United States. Well, ICanProveIt is going to revolutionize that, I firmly believe, by providing a mechanism for us to test and validate user experiences using a curated background of material that then is checked against the material that students are going to upload, what the material that they wish to be tested upon. We check that against our curated database, and to the extent that it matches that curated database, we now tell the student that yes, you have studied at least the material that you need in order to succeed. But then we go one step further. After we have confirmed that the individual has in fact studied the material that they need to succeed, we then test on it. And we incorporate a rigorous testing mechanism that also is going to include video validation and photographic validation that the individual who is taking the examination is in fact the person who is being awarded the certificate. And this allows individuals to then take this information and use it as a signal to the job market. Why is that important? Because that's actually what employers use when they use a formal education system. The formal education system doesn't actually show you what the questions and answers are that students studied, or even the material. Instead, these third-party authenticators called universities have been put forward to basically provide a signal to the employer that this person is ready. And we have a group called accreditors that stand behind them. Effectively, what we are doing is we are doing for the informal sector the same way what we did with the formal education sector. We have a mechanism by which we are testing these individuals using an AI system against curated materials that we know to be consistent with the skill set that is being drawn. and then we're awarding certificates. A big difference, though, is we will allow employers to also view the material that is actually being used for testing and what the answers are. And we will tell them what are the sources that were used in order to prepare that student for this particular testing situation. I think all of these things are going to revolutionize how we signal educational achievement to the private sector, and it's going to make it so that informal education is now going to be placed on the same level as apprenticeships and college degrees in terms of the validity of that educational experience. But this is not something that only has to be given to people who are outside of the normal educational sphere. Individuals who are updating their skills after 20 or 30 years may wish to come back and showcase that they, in fact, continue to stay current in the field. Individuals who are looking for continuing education credits, instead of just simply attending a webinar and stating that they happen to attend it, they can actually be tested on the material that's contained therein, thereby giving higher confidence to employers that the individuals are actually learning material. That's the key difference between ICanProveIt and other systems. It's not just simply that people are saying that they have these skills. They can prove it. Thank you.